I had a choice there to keep going or kick it, and I went for the kick, and it worked out. Everything was great, but I was nervous through that whole decision making, and but anyway, yeah, I was going 100%. But Posada did a great job. I told the guys, we're not going for two. We're kicking the ball the first score. I want to show all Geyer Nation that we can line up and snap and hold and kick, and I'll be dang if we didn't have a bad snap and the poor freshman was stepping up. And a Cedar Hill defensive end just leveled him. Posada might weigh 140 pounds.
It looked pretty brutal.
Yeah,
I was
got
glad to
leveled,
see him get up.
And it might have been the best thing for him to go ahead and get slobber knocked in your first game, your first play out there, because he did. And then he was clutch the rest of the day. He's, kickers are funky, and sometimes you get those kids that aren't phased and know how to handle themselves. And Cam sure did that the rest of the day.
Well, we were talking up in the booth once Posada got that second kick. He literally split the uprights. He got the jitters out of the way and was really solid for you. Got to be good. But, hey, we got to ask, in case he got injured, are you going to have an open trial? You looking for another kicker?
We carried 3 kickers that day. So we actually had 4 kickers, which is a Geyer John Walsh career record for carrying kickers on a roster. But we had – you say open tryouts, yeah, there's been kids coming out of the woodwork saying they can knock on – I've had kids literally last week after Alito knock on my door, hey, I'm so-and-so, I can kick. Awesome, let's go try, and we've tried. So, yeah, I carried – of course, Cam was kicking the extra points. We had Eric kicking the sky kicks, and we had Mayfield. And I'm not saying their first names yet or last name because I just met them. So I know a first name, I know a last name.
This is great.
These are my 3 kickers, Eric, Mayfield, and Cam. And we ended up using all of them. So they were putting Texas Tech opposite my kicker, which is I forget the kid's name, number 1. So we were having to kick to him because we were limited. So then we brought Mayfield in, and so we had 2 kickers on the field, and we were sky kicking either way. So we had to be very creative with our kicking game, and it worked out for us.
So what you're saying, Coach, UIL rules do allow for any Geyer student, even though we're going into the 3rd week of the season, can come out here and knock on your door and say, hey, I'm ready to play, Coach. I can contribute to the Geyer Wildcats.
Yeah, if they go to Geyer High School and they got eligibility here, we just got to add them. We have to add them to a supplemental. We're actually adding a 4th kicker. We got one that can kick it deep now. So we have 4 kickers on the roster, which is awesome. Okay,
Coach, last question of this week. After 2 wins against 2 really good teams, what do you know about your team, and what do you think you have yet to learn?
I think the biggest thing I've learned, besides get past the stats of the good stats, the stats we've got to work on, passing the eyeball test, what I really love is our team chemistry. There's 0 finger pointing. There's 0 selfishness. I mean, it's really a really healthy locker room right now that I'm really proud to be in. Things we got to work on. I mean, that's going to continue until we get to playoff time. And as good as we get or as good as we play, we're going to find something to work on.
Geyer head football coach John Walsh. Join us in 2 weeks as we talk about the kickoff of district play against Keller Central. Thank you for tuning in to the Geyer Football Radio Network.